to flow into the heart, the air inside is going to have to escape. So again, we're going to use the burr we just had. And we're simply going to push the burr through. It doesn't have to be a burr, it could be a drill. Anything that's fairly narrow. This is about a 2 mil, 2.5 mil diameter. And we're just going to simply put, I think we're going to put 6 holes all the way around. And now we're going to connect those holes with a very shallow groove out from the back. And this is where the air is going to escape. Once the gold goes in, there's air inside, and that air has to escape somewhere. So I'm simply just joining those up. Doesn't have to be very accurate as long as there is space for the air to travel, like that. Then we get the 2 halves, we find the lines here, and we simply align those up. And now that is ready to be cast. So now we've got our 18 karat scrap gold in our crucible here ready for heating up, and our moulds all sorted. We're now going to melt down the 18 karat. Sprinkle a bit of borax on it as well, just to help it melt down and all roll up lovely. Get rid of all the impurities. We have to make sure that there's enough 18 karat not only to fill the heart, but also to allow enough to form in the funnel, so there's plenty of gold and there's plenty of weight pushing down to fill the cavity. If there wasn't enough gold, enough head on the actual mould itself, you'd have an incomplete mould. So you have to allow for extra gold to be melted down. I'm just going to sprinkle a bit more flux over the top, just to make sure that it flows lovely. Give it a shake around. Add a bit more gas, I think. And if we tap the crucible as well, it'll get any impurities up to the surface, and those will get taken away. There we go, it's nearly there. And now we're going to pour this into the ingot mould in one fell swoop. Not too fast, otherwise it may slip out the other side, but not too slow so it solidifies on its way in. Here we go. Keeping the torch on the lip, keep the gold nice and hot. It's important to keep that gold hot. And in we go. Now what you can see burning off it is actually the oil from inside the oil is in contact with the molten gold, which is causing the oil to burn. And there you have, there we go, and there you have the completed heart. Now what you'll see, back on the board here now, that where the heart has been cast, the gold, when it was poured in, has actually burnt this area of the clay. So all you can simply do is just scrape away that part there. And then once you've done that, you can reuse the rest of the clay that is left. And just simply push that out, and that clay now you can put to one side and use for next time. So there's our heart. And again, what we're going to do with this is simply, once it's cooled down enough, simply push it out. This clay, take off the burnt part, and we'll save that for next time. And here is the heart that we just cast. And now we just have to remove that clay again completely, and you can see with the funnel here, the channel, and actually filled the heart. So what we simply have to do now is to cut off that sprue and then just file and trim. A little bit of flashing that's appeared on the top here, and we shall do that back at the bench.